Alright. Go. Oh, I do need to make the post, but first I've actually got to find the thing. That's one of the problems with it,
Okay.
because I'm gonna have to go to that. So
Okay.
you wanna load, yeah, and send that to me. So we should be live. We're like literally right now.
Well,
Press refresh.
I did refresh.
Go.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe I need to go to the home page. Oh, there it is. This is
Okay, yep,
okay.
that's us. That's us.
Shed.
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, how about we actually introduce ourselves? All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Weekly WAYPN. We got a special guest with us. That is
Ashley.
And I'm Cal, aka
Henry.
You are?
And I'm Sunny. I am Sangeeta the Sunny.
Yes, well, this has been a complete and total mess, so we'll see how things are going.
We will be in a slightly different setup today because I have two computers. Ashley and I will be looking at my computer through the live stream.
Yes.
And
You know, that's...
Oh, magic finger. Oh,
I swear to Christ Almighty, you want us to be banned.
Nobody knows anything.
So you can see I've gotten a lot better, and yeah.
He doesn't sound like a ghoul anymore.
Well, I don't think they actually got to hear the ghoul track.
Not yet.
You know, I'm tempted to just play the ghoul track. Why not?
Because people will ask us to get on with it.
Oh yes, all right. Well, you read the. All right, it's your turn for reading.
All done. 35 models from start to finish. Actually, last week.
Did we?
We did. I remember reading that line. 6 days ago. See? 6 days ago.
Oh.
So we gotta go to the next.
Oh, we gotta go to the next one.
Right. Ooh.
Yes, this is
a handsome.
Yes, it is.
It'll.
Yeah.
So
it says live, but it's not truly live. We're like a second behind.
Okay, so a bit higher so I can put anything.
No.
He doesn't love us. He doesn't love us. Yes.
Shared a post.
Yes, he did. That's why we say he doesn't love us.
We make this. Write a caption. Reposts it onto WAYPN.
But yeah, so this is, I think, art versus artist is what it's called.
Is what, yeah.
But so we're not going to go into commenting on all of them. But what I want to say is he's done up some amazing works that are really fantastic. So I'm just going to say, Stephen, absolute ripper, mate. And I think we've commented on all of them except this guy, I think, here.
Huh? Yeah, that guy does seem
down the bottom.
A bit new. I do recognize all.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ashley?
I'm pretty sure I've seen most of them. I like his page and the stuff that he.
I think his latest work with the birch tree. And
that was amazing.
It was so wonderful.
Yeah.
I was like, I would love to have that as my commission. Oh, somewhere.
All right.
Okay.
Honey, it is time for you to do the reads.
Okay. Cyan said, my final whip of 20. It's been amazing this year getting to know this group and getting better every month. I wanted to thank Sunny for an amazing group and always giving me pointers. I feel I have improved. And everyone else who has commented giving thank you. My last whip of 20 is due, but for a custom timeline variant, if Gilliman was the Emperor still fighting after the Horus Heresy. The last four and at the bottom are the REF. Okay. He has used an acronym that nobody knows about.
Well, I feel like this is a bit of a mixed case because it's reference pictures, so like the REF doesn't
Oh,
stand for anything.
Okay. I think if he didn't capitalize all, I would have short form.
Mm-hmm.
I thought. But anyhow, what
So
do we think?
I,
Guess.
oh yes, well, your thoughts.
Colors are really well, like the red is very well put. Shininess
Mm.
and
All the gold.
all the gold is done very well on top, and there's no, the red isn't bleeding into anywhere, which
That's
is
good.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Well, this is still a whip, so this is the reference picture I think he's talking about coming up.
Isn't Odgewald Gilliam?
No. This is original Gilliman just with a different color scheme.
Oh. Well, my commentary is I agree with what Ashley. But I do think that the current gold is a bit on the side, so it sort of blends in with
I see
the
what you're
red
saying.
of the armor. And when I looked at it at first glance, my eyes had time to settle on the artwork. It kind of almost looked like a muscle, like a titan. You know, titan is all muscle.
Oh, you're talking about from
Attack on Titan. It kind of looked like that, like it was saw skin. Until I realized, oh, red arm, gold trim. So I think a brighter or a sort of tone.
It's hard
gold.
to get. It's hard to get cold tone golds though. But he has worked on it further on. So we'll take a look at how it progresses. I think that it gets a lot better when it progresses, but I think you're right when it comes to color theory.
Well, I think a eyebrush or
Yeah.
afterwards. But it's a good paint job.
Well, I don't think a dry brush. I think because he's really trying to. So maybe like edge highlighting.
Oh, right.
All right. So next up, we've got.
So save. It does take a while to. Okay. Oh, sticks. Okay. Sticks. Lord of Hounds and Hounds for God tier. I tweaked their color scheme a tiny bit to match all my other undead minis, so they'll all match. Did I want them for Kings of War or some other agnostics? Every fantasy game has an undead faction. Yeah. It was fair. So he's playing God tier. At first I thought it was.
All right, we'll get Ashley to comment, but before then, I just got to say with this little, totem with the dogs, like I think it should have been done in gold because this way it just looks too cute.
Yeah,
with the tongue sticking out and everything. It's just like, oh look, it's a tiny puppy version. All right, Ashley, hit us with your thoughts.
I really like the colours and contrast colours that have.
Yeah.
The fact that he's taken the pick out the teeth and the.
Yep.
And the basing.
Yeah.
With dead tufts of.
Yeah, I'd agree that he always does a good job with his basing, but I feel like this basing is a bit lacking
lackluster
compared to his usual.
I feel like after seeing it with the Cerberus, it gives me very much underworld vibe, and I thought perhaps a more cracked earth with green light coming through cracked earth, red even, would be more fitting theme.
Well, one of the things that I was thinking about, so I also like when people put in the so you can see what they're talking about, like getting where they're trying to go. So he's just tried to copy the art exactly. I think, unfortunately, art color choices. I know what you're saying, Ashley. Like, it's got good composition, but I feel like there's not a whole lot of tonal variation. Like, it's, with the exception of the hands, everything is almost the same sort of value. Yeah.
Playing again.
Yeah, the gold here is decent, but like the blue of this cloak is almost the exact same as the black of leggings. But I think I'd go the opposite way of what Sunny was saying and maybe just having like some muddy patches on the base as if it's a swamp sort of thing. Because I think that could play into everything that's already.
Okay.
Go.
According to River Styx, is I think if it put a bit of the wet effects or something, riverbank or something.
Oh, that could be an idea, you
but
know.
the thing is, the River Styx is right, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it a
well,
river
I think that does give you quite a few options. So, Sunny thinks cracked earth. You think maybe like a riverbank? A riverbank could be interesting.
I think a riverbank is a good idea because that makes.
Or you could go full on with what Sunny River of Souls and like maybe get some like faces or something like that and put them along the front and have them glowing green as if like it's the River Styx.
Because if you've got any of your Kingdom Death stuff that's lying around that you'd like to sort of hit bash, and make some.
Did you make the post for?
He did.
No. I mean you make the post. The stream.
Oh, I thought you was. Let me do that.
Okay, that's probably why there's no one here. Right?
Okay, that's fair.
But other than, I really like all the basing, identicals. That
this is one team.
One unit. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wait just a moment. Go up to our. Sunny is. So you've got the link. Yep. All right. Great. So next up. All right. So here's something because I always ask other people. What do you think of the Member Monday post, Ashley?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, hey, who's, and then if anyone sort of knows, pops on the question. If you ask a question, something about paint, I'm not very good at it, but I send my stuff. Go, what are your thoughts? This, and it's really good to get that feedback and go. They might say, throw a bit of green on here, or so, and I find that's some of the comments, some of the guys' stuff is like, oh, how did you that particular effect? And the guys will actually get on and I've started with this, and really good that people are explaining their techniques to the people that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so next up we've got Alex Co, and I feel like I'm reading myself.
He does post another updated.
Oh no, because one of his goals is that he wants to begin a paint journal, and I think you've seen my paint journal that was.
It was a nice paint journal.
It's just I didn't continue it, so I'm gonna go into it. So, what do you think, Ashley? This is work in progress, but what do you think of how it's looking?
Yeah, it looks good. I like that the blue skin's really nice. Purpley. Is that a pink?
I think
It's more like a magenta.
Yeah.
So it's in between either. So I think you're safe to say either way.
And his spikes on the back, silver, match his teeth. It looks.
Well, we'll see it progress shortly. But I saw all of this, and he's doing the guide, and I think that's going to be great for other people, like you were saying. How he said how he does everything, right? But it looks exactly like the way I used to do mine, and I'm just like, oh, I feel regret now. I have to get back to it. But
would you like? I feel like a paint journey takes away painting
some
as
of
well.
some of the time, but other times I think it's good. So
Which is why I have really bad with project that.
Yes, the project that shall not be named. So here's Alex's grid, and I think we've only seen two of them. These two.
I know we've seen Retrowave and
No, that's a
Terminator. Sorry.
And whatever this one is.
Yes, we have. That was his very first.
Yeah,
post
that's
on
the
colorful one.
Hobgoblin. Those are hobgoblins, right, Ashley?
Can't see.
Well, let's. But I'm fairly sure he's like the hobgoblin thing.
Yeah. Opener. Ah, okay. It'll take a
Yeah. That's a hobgoblin, right?
Yeah, that looks like one of the new.
The guys from the Dominion box set.
Aurak.
Yeah, whatever
they're
their
called now.
stupid name
But I
is.
do think I remember the
Box set.
Yeah.
box set.
Whatever they call fantasy.
Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah.
Isn't Age of Sigma supposed to replace Fantasy?
Well, the old world's coming back, and it's a whole hullabaloo. So we'll get into it.
Alright.
All right, honey. Would you like to do some more light reading?
Okay. I've done a little light building and priming. 2.5 days work feels like it's a lot less. But this is the bulk of the minis I have left until the next
Yes. You know that feeling, don't you, Ashley? The
boxes.
Oh yeah. I know the box.
Yes. I know that feeling.
I got boxes.
I wouldn't know how far.
That's like the 80s.
Oh, okay. I've only very small file and have.
Alright, so I just want to say a quick bit on this. So, we will get to multi-streaming, but at the moment, while I'm not 100% and while we're already having enough problems as it is, I'll get to that. But yeah, it looks as if most of you would like us to go to the multi-streaming, or as Ron has said here, just do whatever works for you guys. So yeah, here's that update that I was talking about. All right, so would you like to do some reading?
Well, my first post of 2024. Yes, it's Rabute Gilliman, Rubber Duck Gillybutt. He's trying really hard not to laugh, so
Yes.
you
and
have
failing.
we blame you, Cian. We blame you. But Ultramarines my way. As much as blue good color, not a poster boy fan, wanted red Ultramarine your gold. This is the start of a pet fun project. First company Empress Champion. CNC as always welcome. He's not done. More to do for body and base.
Alright, well let's take a look. So I think we'll zoom in a bit on this one. we'll take a look at some of the rest. But Ashley, what are your thoughts before we zoom in?
I really like that done it how you do it, because that's the placement. You can paint them whatever make up your free about them, and if you don't want to paint them,
we can tell what era you come from, Ashley, with all of your commentary. You know, not paint them as this first. Okay, all right, we know where you're from.
yeah, but yeah, like just done really.
So for me, as this is a work in progress, I think that Sunny is very much right, because like, take a look right here, where that's steel, and it's a really nice breaker. Whereas I think, like, try and really highlight up into those steels and try and darken the other areas, because I think it's color matches quite a bit with the rest of the red. Say, like,
I would say white here and there, especially the green and the eyes. It does give a bit of here and there. But I guess maybe because this is no fault of yours, CN, felt very true.
it is very.
That is so hard to focus on anything. My personal opinion is that because I'm so used to seeing ultramarines in that classic, that color psychology bit kind of goes in my mind, where it's like, oh, the blue is very heroic, and this feels a bit more like Blood Angels right off the bat. If I didn't realize that it was actually it's a different color. You're not used to seeing Gilliam outside of. So again, it's not for mind or.
Well, I think the sword is a good place to look at the color theory behind it. Like, see how the flames look quite good on the sword, because there's a strong contrast between them, whereas there isn't as much strong contrast with the gold and the red. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I think just do a very light dry brush with the black, because the black is quite stark at the ends here. Sort of blend it in a little to give that more feeling.
One more point. I think something that feels a bit off with the sword is the light of the reflected. It does feel like it's photoshopped onto the sword.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. So you're saying like this side should be darker, this side should.
It should have like at least a wash of.
Okay.
To
To sort of give that sort of object.
A bit of OSL. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just a little something, just to help it blend in and sell the feeling of reality.
Shut up. All right. So we will continue on from. I think we've got a million bits from.
And gold.
Yeah.
Last year.
Gold.
Sorry.
This year.
Gold. So, okay, Jean. Jean, the wandering warrior, and the times.
Yes. Well, Ashley, let's hit us with your thoughts.
I think samurai goblin. That's what that.
I think they.
Pretty sure they are samurai.
Yeah, but
goblins.
A lot of his everything so well. Jobs and bigger, facing
consistency.
Yeah, the colours model to
I would agree with you. It is very consistent. And I think that is one of Joseph's strong points, is his ability to make something look street washes over, doesn't feel like it trying too hard to pick. Everything works.
Well, I think he's done a lot better with his, but I feel so. Joseph was saying last time he was on stream that he felt as if his golds don't show up in the photos as much as they do in reality. I don't know that feeling, so, but I think the eyes are a lot better.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you wanted to take it a step further, just because I can see that the eyes are just larger in the he could take it a step further and put a white dot to eyes, but nothing wrong.
Well, I think let's not push too hard because I mean I think we've seen Joseph struggle with it.
Yeah, we wouldn't want you to ruin.
Yes. Try and fix something, and after you fix it, you're like, oh, yeah. All right, so we will move on to the next thing. Unless there's anything to add, Ashley.
I like the green that he's put on here. The boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mint green.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Because the ones on the tail.
Yeah.
Whereas these ones look quite.
Yeah.
Look more goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. Sure. All right. So next up, that guy. He's a jerk.
Who's that?
Oh, she's probably nicer than. Alright, it's Whip Wednesday, and I've been as sick as a dog. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna bust it out. I'm gonna bust it out so that people can. Alright, here we go.
Oh no.
We're gonna.
Here we go.
We're gonna find it. So we'll see all of it. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. This will be something that even.
I'm not even sure if it'll pick it up on the.
Oh,
mic.
it will. No, because it's not going to be on the mic. It'll be coming through the thing. Hey, is it Metroid Sax? Hey.
No. Oh yes, it is.
Yeah.
The way you said it, I was. Good.
All right. So, how sick have I been?
Hi guys. Yes. No.
Right.
Yes. Let us see how sick Henry has been.
For long-time listeners, most of you will know that I don't usually sound like a ghoul from Fallout.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. Just calling you Captain Raspy. And it was like, hello there, smooth skin.
For long-time
Yeah. So we'll stop that. But that's so I have improved. I have
He
improved.
sounds so edgelord in that. Like you gotta admit.
I think when you recorded, you should have went Batman.
Yes, you should. Oh my god, he does sound like Batman. Oh yeah.
Where is she?
He's dying from laughter, everybody.
Alright.
It's
Yes.
a good job. Good.
Alright, so it's Whip Wednesday and I've been as sick as a dog, so I figure I'd put up one of these along with everyone else and give them an excuse to do the same. How sick have I been? Well, I sound like a ghoul from Fallout. What would you say? Do you think it sounds like a ghoul from Fallout? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nod from Ashley.
Yeah. Alright, so that was my stuff and we shall move right along. Alright, so next up we've got Paul E. Wog.
Should I be reading?
Yes.
Okay. Likely needs some touch-ups, but finally added the irises to the eyes, and this is the first miniature I painted. Oh, Daru Sam from the Fuzzy Fellowship. If come closer to read the rest.
Final Res.
Final Res Primer, Vallejo Game Colors, I think Gandalf.
Well, it's
Gandalf will be.
it's just they're named after all of the Muppets that they are.
Oh god, I understand. enjoy. And yes, I need to get a better setup for photos. Hoping to get a few items over the winter, and to set up a dedicated photo section on the work table, which would involve clearing space. Anyone got an industrial strength leaf blower?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. But I think everyone here in Austria has a vac, yeah?
Yeah. It's just necessary with everything. Alright, so
It's so cute. Like a real Muppet.
it does look like a real Muppet. Yeah, I think unfortunately, because I can see some of the darker bits of light in here. I think unfortunately, I don't know whether it's top or whether it's lighting. I know that white gets absolutely
On
Camera.
camera, yeah.
But we should ask our guest, what do you think?
I just seen a Muppet Blood Bowl team.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, and it's with 3D printers. It's so awesome. Can come up, but it's the hair. The hair is perfect.
Is
I
that meant
think.
to be hair, or is that meant to be
Oh,
eyebrow?
oh no, that's his eyebrows, but that's his hair
Oh,
back
right,
there.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, alright. I see.
Yeah. Oh, and his eyebrow. Yeah. It's just they haven't taken away from what he looks like as a Muppet,
because I
and
think
then they've just added to it.
A different
yeah.
costume.
Yeah.
Just giving him
Yeah.
a costume.
I think this is actually from the Jim Henson. They actually made this stuff. Like this isn't a 3D printed one. This
Oh,
is
okay.
What
Yeah.
is he holding in here? Oh, is
It's
that
the
the
star-
feathers?
no,
Sorry,
that's
no.
it's the staff of Saruman.
No, it's not the
Oh,
staff.
yeah. His hands are feathers because
Yeah,
he's a bird.
Because I was like, hold on there, what is he holding? A sock? No, that's not right. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Well, they are sock puppets, aren't they?
They are sock.
They're puppets, but they're not sock puppets.
Yeah, and then
Well,
I figured that.
Felt puppets.
Yeah.
Then I started to piece together that trying to make feathers.
Yeah,
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 okay.
yeah.
Be interesting to see, two old guys that's up in the.
Oh yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if they've made them as into the theme.
I'm not sure if they have. I think Elmo gets some play.
Yeah.
But I can't remember everyone else. Like I want to click his name and go back.
I know
but
it's Big Bird, and Oscar, Trash Can.
From it's all the different characters.
No,
Sorry,
no, I
I'm
don't.
mixing it up.
Yeah, I do think you're mixing it up. So Ashley,
Kermit.
would you like to read out your own post?
Waiting for it
Yes.
to load.
Work in progress Wednesday did an ogre for Blood Bowl.
All right, but we're not actually going to comment on this one because just recently you did up a better picture, didn't you?
There it is.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
done. I got a light box today for $5 from Coles in Newport.
Yeah.
A little foldable one. So if anyone like 6 left.
Go get yours now.
Yes, from Coles apparently.
Which is the most randomest thing.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no.
no.
Well, like the one thing that I keep wanting to get is at Heretics where they've got the trees, the Christmas trees from the diorama that they'll
Yeah.
like. Every time I want to get those Christmas trees, but they just disappear or like
They
they
just don't exist.
yeah. And like I don't want to order stuff off the internet. I want to actually,
Have
See
a look
you,
and
yeah.
buy it.
purchase. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want it to be
Yeah.
that. But anyway, so you've so this, guys, I think is a real testament to the power of the light box, because here, let's take a look at him over here, right? And
Not a very.
well, I think that the photo is fine, but I think that the lighting, because I think
Yeah.
this
It
is
made
the
him
same
look
pose.
So, yeah. Out and-
Yeah. Whereas
and
here,
dark.
so all right.
I've tried to make cardboard box and overhead magnifying light. This thing is so much better.
Yeah. And like the thing is, it does really change things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So first off, let's you want to take us through your process, what you did?
Converted him ages ago because I version of org.
Oh yeah.
Bowl
Yeah,
special model.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give him
Spike.
spike on his fist.
Yeah.
I've used this is mainly a Warhammer fan ogre,
Yeah.
and then I've just added the bear trap hand.
Yeah.
To make it, and I've put a bit of blood around the bear trap and a bit of spike, and then the ground so nailed some.
Yeah. All right. So what I think is, and this is like when we said on your ones, I think you need something else on the base. So you need like a white line, sand around here, or like something else. Like I think the big issue for you is leveling. So when it comes to putting these models on, right, having like a thin lot of sand underneath where you put the grass, and so you put the sand on, make it brown, then put grass on top.
What I did is I used effects and let that dry so that you can like in between. That looks like it's like a pitch, but just got to work out straight line so I don't stuff it up. To put like pitch line on.
Well,
Just
I
to
think
tie
painter's tape is your best bet, but I'd try and put some of that mud effect over some of the grass thing to like show that it's like dirty under that sort of thing, like it's been rough and torn. That's what I'd do. So maybe like get some painter's tape, put it along here, then do your line, and then put the mud over both the line and grass to like show that it's torn and stuff. That's my thought. So I like the skin coloring. I think that. So are you just doing a zenithal, or are you just spraying like going black and then dry brushing, or what are you doing for?
Flat chop.
Yeah.
So spray paint black.
I
And then
I know the one.
Spray and then white.
So yeah, it's essentially the same but slightly different. So do you have an airbrush? All right. Well, after this, I'll show you about how to do a nice zenithal. I think you're gonna like that a lot better. I think combining it with, the white of slap chop, just doing white straight down.
Where all I did,
Yeah,
was I picked him up raid,
Yeah.
and he brown undercoat.
Yeah. And then you just did the same
Just
deal.
slap chop on, painted him up. Rocky
Or
from
Winkle show, yes. You were showing Sonny that earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, I was like,
Just-
what is this?
Just I wanted to give him that, and then I've got to take some better pictures. Both of them.
Yeah. Well, I think the pictures are fine, but I do think once again that like the same deal, you need the 3 elements. So I do the line, I do the mud effect. So you've done the mud effect underneath, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that it doesn't show through as much.
This is the first time I've ever used.
Fair
So,
enough.
I've
So messing
sort of
around with some
playing
things.
around and-
No. Look, it's good. It's good to try out things. And I think last time you talked about Sake Grass, you did it at the shop with the machine, was it?
Oh, I haven't used it
Okay.
before.
Yeah. All right. Well, let us move on. Okay. Well, we will. So what you've done well is, I think you've done well with the conversions and showing off the idea of the miniature. I think you're selling that really well. where you can improve, I think basing is definitely the place to. All right. So next up, we have
Say
Aline. Well-
Kira.
Okay.
Just make his own.
Well, he did say that he's trying to get a lot done before the end of the year.
Yeah,
No,
he had like
they're
33
really-
received. He actually finished his goal and then he received more before the end of the year. So he was like, okay, I guess.
It's good
Gotta do it.
seeing his stuff. Very nice.
And I think it's also a lot more relatable because Joseph absolutely smashes stuff out, and it's not pitch perfect, but you can see a lot of effort went into it. And like the thing is, I think if you followed Joseph's example, like he's more like a realistic foot slogger that you could like. If I take a look at someone like, for example, say Alex or Steven down here, right? Who did so like these ones, right? I don't think it's realistic for just the average painter to just go, oh yeah, just do what these guys do. You'd be like, all right, I'm just gonna lose my mind. Whereas I think if you just go, all right, listen to what Joseph does, it feels a lot more doable because he's just like, all right, I put something on and I let it play in the background and I just paint. But yeah, sorry, honey, you were
Yes.
saying.
Kira, the dragon princess, and young dragons, god tier. No copyrights were harmed in the making of this product. As the last of the god tier minis, once again, how do you want me to handle the censorable picture final review? Continue blocking them out, but a safe cover image and
I think probably a safe cover picture and at the very end of a couple of censored pictures the exposed ones, because I think essentially unless there's somebody really nasty, we do know there are some nasty people around. Not any of you guys, but unfortunately some of the other people from outside of this group, unless they're trying really hard, they won't be able to hit us. So we'll go into the pictures. All right, tell us what you think.
And the back, which then I really like the
Yeah.
and claws again. But innards of
fresh part.
Yeah.
and then they're deep, like the nice deep red
Yeah.
gems on the collars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even just chain is
Yes, there's a lot of difference in values. These ones are almost the exact opposite of the guy which he said he uses as an undead in other ones, because like all of the values are quite different. It's very readable.
I think with the other ones.
Yeah, I follow what you're saying. Unfortunately, we have Attack of the Googly Eye. But I think that that's a rather minor complaint. I do love the yellow against the purple. The yellow against the purple's really. But give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm the same. And just the stand out. Staff is quite nice. Instead of painting it all the one colour, he's sort of broken it up. A few sections he could have painted the wrap gold to match, but he painted it like fabric because it looked really, really cool.
Yeah. Honey, do you have any?
Other than the previous commentary, gold is quite yellow in it. Oh yes, so the base, I think it suits the dragons very well, but it doesn't quite Because the way she's dressed, you expect her to be. Yes,
Hmm.
but maybe I'm being. I'm not.
You know what? I'm actually going to agree, but I think there is a way of saving that.
Yeah.
So I'd remove that tuft there, put it off somewhere, and put a cobblestone path.
Yeah, that's what.
Like,
Wow.
just get some green stuff, roll out some cobblestone, and just put it in front and behind her. I think then it would do a lot.
Or if you want, put a little bit of. So she's
Like
got a bit of.
walking through
Yeah.
muddy lanes.
Yeah,
That
that's
might be a quicker way of fixing match
Yeah.
the environment.
You wouldn't need much.
yeah,
Little spot,
yeah. No,
But-
no.
but still.
Yeah.
And the colour of the egg compared to.
Yes.
Just contrast.
Yes. A lot of contrast with these ones.
I do wonder if it's
No, I think it looks good. I think it looks all right. So what he did well, great contrast. Where he could improve is maybe with some of the facings. All right. Do you want to say something to us, Metroid Sax? Because you've said hey guys, and then that was it.
I hope you're still watching.
All right. So next up we have
Andy
Andy.
Dickinson. Happy New Year! First paint. Monsters from Journeys in Middle Earth. Bogs and cave trolls. I'm still trying to work out what hobby I want. But one is all the models in this. A start. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a look. All right, Ashley, give us your thoughts.
Let it look. Okay, there it is.
I really like how he's done different colours for the different orcs.
Oh yeah.
It just like picked out the teeth and red eye. Also picked out the claws on their feet.
Yeah.
I really like.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look because you're right. There are different ones. I didn't notice that at first because I was like, oh yeah, a couple of different shops.
Good way of getting.
Yeah.
There's several figures to.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking. But I tell you what, I think this journey to Middle Earth, not the
Yeah, Middle East. It comes into my mind. It's like Journey to the Middle East.
But I think like their sculpts are so hit and miss. So I actually really like this exaggerated fur with the wargs, but the skin of the goblin is a bit miss.
Like it's been dented.
Yeah.
But I think that's just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And S edition by Games Workshop.
Well,
to
I
do
don't
that.
think this one is Games Workshop.
Oh, sorry.
The Journey to the Middle East.
No.
But I do think like with this one, I take a look at it and I just think to myself, like Andy is fighting a really uphill battle with some of these. Like some of them are quite nice, and like what surprises me is the level of difference. Like some of them are so nice, and then you look at some of the other ones. Like, what's the really big elephant called in Lord of the Rings? Actually,
Olifant.
Olifant.
I remember. Oh no.
Oh, I don't know, but yeah, that one, like that model for the Journeys to Middle Earth one, I was like, my God, that thing's horrid. And then there was like just some characters, and I'm like, oh man, that looks really nice. So like, I feel like Andy is struggling. Sorry, you go.
I like. I'm not sure if this is how they.
Yeah.
The leaping.
Yeah, I think they do all come leaping over the log because I scrolled down a bit and there's another one, so I think they're all like that.
But I quite like.
Yeah, I think I like the
It gives them a bit of.
yeah, I like the warg, but the goblin not so much. All right, so next up we have, and you know what? I think I'm gonna do it for him. I'm gonna do it for him because he's earned it. Joe has done some God Hand from Kingdom Death, and I feel like what's the name of the other one that he was working on? Is the other one God Tier? Is
God
it?
tier.
Yeah, God tier.
And like the way that they mix together, I'm just like, these are a
Which
little
one
too.
is it?
Yeah. The final pitch is the original hand for reference. The God Hand is the powered up version. Let's take a look. All
Blue
right.
and yellow, great.
What do you think, Ashley, of this old chappy here? Yeah.
Just how he's picked out the different metals
Yeah.
and stuff, and test is done really well,
Yeah.
and also what's left face,
Yeah.
and then the face that in his rock.
Yeah.
Just some of the details. Yeah, I think it'll.
Yeah. It is quite busy, but I think he's made it work well despite its busyness.
I would have to agree with that. Like, I don't feel any strength.
Yeah.
And I can, as highlighted out with the colors and all.
Done the pool.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
the start.
And what I like about the way
Rather
that is
than
the
just a glob,
gloss, like a glossy glob of blue.
yeah.
It feels more realistic the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
he does it. Very lovely.
Alright. Well, so this is his original one, right?
Oh,
So this
okay.
is so that guy is sort of the leveled up version of this guy. Yeah, I know, but that's the whole
Oh, yeah.
idea. So like this guy,
So he's plucked his.
so this guy is the level up version of this guy. So he is that guy, except he's gotten more powerful. But because I think
Oh,
that
no, the brain's still.
yeah,
Other
he's
picture.
yeah, the
He's just got
exposed
someone
brain.
else's.
Well, I think it's meant to be the same. So like we look at this guy, right, and he does just look like a more sort of plain version of that guy. So I think he's done really well to sort of
Trying.
well, no. What I'm saying is like he does very much feel like a continuation of this guy, but this guy doesn't feel nearly as intimidating as this guy does.
Yeah.
So I think he's done really well on all of he's trying out, and like there's nothing here that I look at and I go, well, that needs to be improved. I think it hits everything. I feel like this one is quite nice.
I am a bit confused.
No,
No, it's
because it's
coming.
dripping
Oh,
from
dripping
there.
from
Dripping.
her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Face.
perhaps.
Well, see, there is a little here, right? It's quite subtle. See what I'm saying?
Like drip down the leg
So, like,
along the calf.
or
and knee.
along.
Yeah, but with the angle that he's shown, it wouldn't go up.
Okay, so you're saying
Yeah, like that angle.
like here,
Yeah, that's
but
where.
I don't think it would because I think if you see,
Oh,
it's sort of like out here,
Yeah.
and it's dripping on the foot, and it's
Oh,
coming.
okay, all right.
So I think,
It looks like he's put a bit of a.
Yeah.
Yes.
slashed or
Yeah, so I think spot on. Like there's literally nothing that I look at this and I go that like I think that he's hit every sort of thing. Like Joseph always says, let me have it when we comment, right? But you've got to give somebody their dues when they're hitting exactly what they want to hit. Like if somebody says, "Oh, I just want to paint up 20 guys at tabletop level. I want to have them ready for a tournament," or like I just want to play with painted mini, and like they get 20 guys done up, everything's readable. You can't give them a hard time because they're matching their goal. Whereas he's trying for character level here. Like I could dig into some of the more minor details, but I think everything is like spot on. So let us move on, and Jason Tate is doing up something different. Read out.
Okay, it might be too late for a terrain, but it's what I've been crafting now.
Yeah.
What are you crafting?
Wake
me up inside.
Stop.
Making a commitment to the kiddos for us to get into Warcry. Smaller warbands are far less imposing piles of. So we have a box with warbands to paint and a little bit of terrain, but we need more modular terrain up the board. So an afternoon with wood offcuts and craft supplies resulted in. Hopefully, experience the game will inspire more terrain. It doesn't need to be my kids. It just needs to be practical, fun, and hands-on. Also, because it's not expensive, yeah, they can bash it about, not feel.
Yeah. So the only thing I would say on this one is just clip the ends of those paddle pops off and get a wire brush. You know what I'm talking about, Ashley?
yeah.
Yeah, so you get a wire brush and you just run it along the surface of this, and that will give you a wood texture for all
Wood
of
grain.
these. Yeah, and then you can just paint on brown and then just use a wash to do all the job for you. Yeah, so I think, yeah, it looks really good, and I hope that your kids really enjoyed the process. But yeah, I just think take the ends off the little paddle pops, and you'll thank yourself for it, because I think that will really make it feel a bit more realistic, and it's not going to be that much more. I don't think, but yeah, I think that will feel like that's the only thing. But I think that's a great idea. Getting back into the classic Warhammer feel. Oh yeah. Like, Ashley, you would have made a lot of terrain in your time, wouldn't you? Yeah.
But I use paddle pop sticks, and backfiller
Spac.
to make
Grout.
No, so it's not called. So some people might know it as speckle,
yeah.
or as So you're right.
Tile grout.
It's
no,
not
no,
tile.
it's for patching holes in.
Yeah,
walls.
they might just know it as filler.
Yeah.
Huh.
Some people might just
And
know it as filler.
I made a heap of pieces. Well, I used to play with Imperial.
Yeah.
So I've still got.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the best way. We have to do. Reckon
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
cheaply, not much effort or paint.
Yeah.
You can get them.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, the wire brush, try that out. Alright, so please not wrong. He's own page at this. Alright, so
Currently working on the herb gatherer. She's an annoying design. The sprue contains 3 blades of grass that could not be glued to the base until after the clear plastic water was already glued on. I've had to paint on the sprue which I hate doing. It seems to have worked out okay in this instance. What color should her hair be? I've tested the clear plastic part of the screw. Anyone with the gambler's chest might find it useful. Fogging caused by Loctite. Loctite? Oh, Loctite super glue. Matte varnish ruins the but gloss makes it better. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the last because it sounds like an absolute disaster. Oh, there. It's
Oh, is that the eye?
yeah, yeah. So he couldn't. That sounds like an absolute disaster. Stuff that for
So what is?
it's not a creature, it's some seaweed sort of thing.
See?
And see, that's her leg in there. So he's had to. So he's halfway sort of up.
Submerged.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh my god. You know what? Stuff that for a joke. You know what? I'm not even going to bother commenting. I'm going to say paint it however you like. I'm not going to give you a hard time. That sounds like an absolute disaster.
The idea for it to be
With the eyes.
yeah, cause like you saw that, didn't you? Like there's eyeballs right here at the base of the. And she's kind of scanned a bit here, and she's submerged in the water.
Something's wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's clearly trying to be a peep and Tom, and furthermore,
I see.
I would say
Pervy seaweed. All
Toby
right.
seaweed.
You know what? No, look, me. I look at that. That's a whole. It's a disaster. The whole thing's a disaster.
But you know,
I'm not going to give you a hard time about it at all.
Joseph has really dealt with the worst of King Death models.
He has.
I remember Spedicules.
Hold
Sorry.
up. You wanted to say something?
Oh, I was going to say it's painted really well, but if I got a model like this, it would stay in its box.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
I'd give it to someone, because that looks like way more than I.
Yeah, no, it does look like a bit of a mystical thing. But yeah, so
We've got his squeak.
he says trust in the process, and I tell you what, the blues come up a lot.
It doesn't show. But on my computer, right, before aqua highlight comes.
Yeah, it feels like it's real skin, like how rough it is.
I'm excited to see mouth and the.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Just how he bases it.
Oh, that's
Model.
true. That's true. I think
Maybe? I don't know.
I think it'll depend on where he's going for it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But I think since we've already commented on your one, that's it for us. So while this thing is loading, let's take a look. So there's Sunny putting up our post. So I think that's it. All right. Well, Ashley, would you like to lead us out and tell us your thoughts on the group and
Any wise words.
yes,
to
wise
share?
words.
I'm not a very good painter, but just the level of painting in good. I really like different painting that. Yeah.
How do you feel? Because like we don't see too many of your. Has it
There's not a lot of many people who can keep up with
with
Joe.
Joe? No, yeah. Keeping up with Joe. Keeping up with the Kardashians, but with Joe.
All right.
Anyway, have you felt that tackle something?
Yeah, and some of the comments because I'm
That's a long
so
time, yeah.
yeah, just encouraging and the new paints and stuff that you
Oh yeah, that.
there's
Contrast.
contrast paint. I can't believe how nice stuff looks. Minimal effort, just slap a bit of it's
Well, what I really like is that we have people of all. So we've got Stephen here, got you here, and what I really like that both support. Nobody's like, oh, I'm such a great painter. I don't need to. That's what some people think in their head, but that's not how people are. You know, people are like, oh, painted models. I like painted models.
yeah.
And
Well, I like all of them.
yeah. Well, I think that's going to be it for us, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. And until next time, guys, keep those brushes wet. Bye bye.
Seriously?
Oh, bye.
All right, we'll try one more time. All right, 3, 2, 1. Keep those brushes wet. Bye bye.
Bye.
Ah.